Hey Foxies, my name is Simon Fox. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you're returning, welcome back. Like always, this is never about subscribers nor about money, but about love and light. So with that being said, we're going to be getting into this Bloodlust palette. Once again, y'all know that I have been obsessed with this palette since I've gotten it. And the shades are just gorgeous. Like, the shades are sickening. I've made two previous looks previous to this one, so if y'all want, please make sure to go check out those two looks because they are sickening. They are stunning. I did an extra glam one, and then I did one with a little bit more softer natural shades. So yeah, definitely go check that out. Today we're actually going to be creating more of a grunge makeup just because I really want to dip into that shade Executioner because, like, just gorgeous. And I haven't done like a smoky dark eye on myself, so I really want to try that and see how that turns out for me. So yeah, let's get straight into this video. Alright, so to start off with this grungy look, I'm using the Jeffree Star Concealer as an eyeshadow base. Y'all already know I love this stuff. I say that all the time because I haven't found anything that works just as good. I've heard about the P. Louise, haven't used it, want to use it. I think that the P. Louise would actually, I don't know, it looks like it has different shade ranges, which I love because I play with colors a lot. So yeah, if you're into like changing up and using like a different colored base, definitely check out the P. Louise. But I only have the Jeffree Star Concealer and it works. Use what you got, make it work. Also, using your finger, it lays down the product so much better and so much softer, so I'd suggest that. Here I'm just setting my eye with the white from the Blood Sugar palette. You can use any white. And now I'm going in with the Bloodlust palette. I honestly love this palette so much, and I'm using this shade Dungeon. And this shade is gorgeous. Like, I think this look turned out so sickening. I was not expecting it to turn out so good. I hadn't done a grungy look before. But yeah, so basically packing that product where I want it and then blending it out and in. You want to make sure that all your edges are seamless, flawless. So make sure to just pack on the product slow and keep blending. And notice how I'm always starting from the outer portion of my eye and working it in. And I do that because I don't want it to be too harsh in the inner corner of my eye. And also it just kind of depends on what kind of look you're going for. So if you want it to really pop and you want that really defined eyeshadow transition, then yeah, definitely pack on the product wherever you want it, whether that's the inner corner or the outer portion of your eye, and then just blend from there. But honestly, I just kind of go for whatever look, whatever eye shape I'm feeling that day. So today I was obviously feeling it a little bit darker on the outer portion, but still have that eyeshadow pigment in the inner corner of my eye. So like I said, building that product where you want it, and I kept blending. So here just using the shade High King, and that's obviously my mood. But yeah, just taking that shade and blending out all the edges and diffusing out all those harsh lines that I used or that I made with Deviant. And just making sure to really take your time to blend out those edges. Don't pack on too much product here because, well, obviously I have smaller lids, so for me I have to be very precise, and so that means that I have to really just use that High King shade very, very lightly and just keep going back and forth, packing it on and blending it out where I want it, because if you use too much it can mess up the whole look really fast and you won't have no transition. But that's like the whole point. So yeah, definitely take your time. Here I'm taking a clean eyeshadow brush and I'm just using that to further diffuse the edges and make them look a lot more seamless and flawless. By the way, you guys, I want to mention that I'm sick, so yeah, I don't know why I'm like almost always sick. Like every time I make a video, like yeah, you know. And y'all already know, even though I'm sick and feel like poop, I'm still gonna always upload. I'm still gonna always upload twice a week. And yeah, so make sure to subscribe because I'm always gonna have content coming out and good content at that. So yeah. So here I'm taking the shade Executioner, and this one, I honestly loved the way this shade looked in the palette. Like, it looks so gorgeous, but on the eye it applies a little bit differently. Not to say like it was bad or anything, but honestly it just didn't sit right on my eye. If you've used this shade and it looks good on you, then it might work for you and not for me. But as for me, y'all will see at the end that I basically show y'all where it's breaking up. Here I'm honestly so in love with it because it doesn't start breaking up until towards the end of my video. But yeah, I mean, if you have any other black shade in any other palette, you can still do this look and get away with it. But Executioner in this palette, not for me. But I used Executioner on a flat brush, and then I just kind of blended it into the eyeshadows, made them transition a little bit better, and then went back with the eyeshadows I used previous, so Deviant and High King, and basically used those to transition out again and basically make that transition look a lot more present, more there. So like here I'm taking Deviant and I'm basically reblending that in so that way that transition shade is definitely in there, and those transitions definitely show. Y'all already know I love doing this with every single one of my looks because I want those transitions to pop. So here I'm taking the shade Pink Magic and Wet Jewel. I actually ended up mixing them together, and it looks so gorgeous. I have to say, like, these two have to be my favorite from the palette just because they're so shiny, shimmery, like just they pop, and I honestly love that it completed this look so much because even though this is a more, I guess you could say, like, subtle look, I definitely still wanted some like pop. So here I'm taking the shade Dungeon and I'm basically going to use that to blow out my under eye just to finish up the look because I feel like for me, when I do eyeshadow looks, I feel like they look so naked if I don't have anything under as like under eyeshadow. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's all a preference at the end of the day, so if you decide to skip this step, by all means do it. But yeah, this is just my preference. And here just taking the shade Dungeon and just going to be applying that to my lips because I wanted a black lipstick. I don't have black lipstick, so use what you got. I'm using this eyeshadow and then I'm going to be applying some gloss on top just to make it appear as if I was wearing lipstick because I really wanted black lipstick for this look because I was going for that grungy look that I was always so obsessed with, just because in October, like, this is just so popular. Like, the grunge look is so popular and I always think it looks so flattering on so many people, so I'm so happy I tried it. And even though I'm using a black eyeshadow as lipstick, it works. Use what you got. And here, as you can see, I'm applying the gloss, which made it look a lot better. Obviously doesn't look like lipstick, but work with what you got. So here I'm just brushing off that baking. This is the only place I like to bake because I like my contour to be really defined. and then I go in with my Morphe setting spray, and this is the finished look, you guys. Alright, Foxies, so this is the finished look. I think that the look turned out so sickening, so amazing. I was going for this grungy dark eye, and I think that it came out perfect. The only shade that I had an issue with would have to be Executioner, just because it does look like it's breaking up basically where I placed it, and I'm not a big fan of that. But if you have any other black in any other palette, you should be fine. This palette is still sickening and still gorgeous. I would still highly suggest it, just because the other shades were all blended and just looked gorgeous on the eye. Executioner, like I said, that's the one that kind of like, it's kind of breaking up here, but you know. Anywho, so yeah, if y'all recreate it, please make sure to tag me and DM me a picture, and yeah, send me a message so that way I know and I can repost that picture on my Instagram. I would love to repost y'all's recreations of my looks on my Instagrams, and I just want to say thank you so much to those that come and watch my videos. I really do highly appreciate it. If you haven't, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, comment on this video, and yeah, I'll see y'all Saturday. Bye, Foxies.